What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to Raw Truth. And I'm Lake, and around here we don't pretend like we have life figured out. We are just learning as we go. So depending on when you're listening, grab your cocktail or grab your coffee and let's get into it. So today I am talking about how I lost myself and how I had to meet myself again. Before I was truly humbled in life, I had a really good paying job. I was in a marriage that I thought was okay. I was with him for 7 years. We had the best fucking friend group. I miss my friend group a lot, honestly. But that was his friend group, so that's why I'm not a part of it anymore. I had a really good job that I loved. I loved my job. I was super passionate about my job. My dad would tell me that he was proud of me all the time. Life was good. Life was what you would expect, like the all-American dream to be. And then life humbled me. I quit my job, went through a divorce, ended up getting knocked up, became a single mom. Now I take care of everything myself and it's super exhausting. I have 2 dogs. It's just a lot of work. So before life humbled me, I took everything for granted. I took money for granted. I took the relationships that I had for granted. I took my coworkers for granted. I took my job for granted, what I was doing in life and helping other people for granted. And I really feel the universe was, you know what? She needs to be humbled. So I was. And I will never, ever, ever take all those things for granted again. Ever. It's insane the amount of growth that I have had in the past 5 years even, and that girl would not recognize me today at all. She'd be like, "You're doing what? You have a podcast, you're running multiple businesses, you're trying to launch something else, you're working full time with a baby and taking care of everything yourself 100%. Like, she would not recognize me. Becoming a mom also humbled me in ways that I wasn't expecting. I kind of thought that my whole life was going to just shut down and I was going to not be myself anymore, because that's what everybody always is so afraid of. That's the one thing that everyone talks about is when you become a mom, your whole being is for those kids. And 100% it is. I literally would take care of something for my baby. And when I say take care, I mean I literally was humbled in weird ways that I still am able to do all the things I love, just not as much, but I'm still able to be myself, dress the way that I want to dress, do the things that I want to do, own a house out in the country. I could sell it if I wanted to. The opportunities and things that are available to me are endless. So when I lost myself, I thought I lost myself, but I really found myself as becoming a mom. I'm so proud of myself. And I don't get that from my family anymore. They all think that I'm just the black sheep, which is fine. I am the black sheep of the family. But at the same time, it really has, it has really made me meet myself again and truly find or want to find more purpose in life. In survival mode, I am an anxious attachment girly. And as an anxious attachment, when shit's getting rough in a relationship, you tend to bend over fucking backwards and just try to change your whole self to avoid being abandoned. And I have lost myself twice in the past couple years, trying to not be abandoned again, trying to not lose something that I needed to lose, trying to not lose something that I needed to lose, because I needed to lose those things in my life. And when I really honed in on what is my biggest purpose, what is the things that are not aligning with me anymore, who are the relationships that aren't aligning with me anymore, who is bringing me down, who's supporting me no matter what. And I really started to I just started matching energy. I've gotten really, really good at matching energy, and it drives people insane because I've always been the one that bends over backwards for everybody. And in the last couple of times of losing myself, it has really set forth like how I able to put boundaries in place and still be true to myself and still have good relationships now. Honestly, the more picky I got with my relationships and friendships, the more I realized that that's where the quality stuff comes from. Like the people that are willing to match your energy and you're willing to match theirs, and it's cohesive. I realized that I have really good friendships and relationships because of that. Now, I want to talk about the moment that made me really think, wait, what about me? And that was this last relationship. I mean, I started to get it with the relationship before that, but I didn't grasp it. And this is the first time I have taken somebody back in my adult life. Because we dated for a few months, then we broke up, and then we got back together. And this is the first time that I've ever done that before. And it was a really good learning opportunity for the type of person I am, because I did lose myself. I also lost myself the second time, just not as bad. I did try to bend over backwards to try to keep the relationship alive. I literally was letting my boundaries go, and I was becoming a shell of a person because of it. And the second time around, after I was ghosted, the second breakup, and I was completely ghosted, and I was literally a pool of tears on the floor in my garage. Like, I was a wreck, hyperventilating practically. And I took a video journal and I made myself watch it every day for a week. And I never, ever, ever want to feel that way again. I never want to feel like I have to become someone I'm 100% not just to keep somebody in my life, because that's just not meant for me. It's not fucking meant for me. For me to have to beg someone to be there and for them to still not show up. Did you guys know I was still in a relationship on Mother's Day and I never even got a fucking Mother's Day? How fucking insane is that? I never got a happy Mother's Day. What? What was I doing? Don't ask me. I was accepting breadcrumbs, okay? I was not in my right mind. We will never go back there again. Insane. So I have really started, this is the first time that I've been legitly not wanting to. I want to, don't get me wrong, and there is interest peaked in places, but I don't have a desire to jump into anything. Like, I have set some pretty strict boundaries in place, and I'm gonna fucking stick to them no matter how fucking hard I want to break them. But I want to make sure that my standards are set, because the next time I get into a relationship, I want it to be aligned with me. And I want it to be one of those things that I don't have to think twice about. I want it to be one of those things that I don't have to second guess myself. I don't have to ever feel, ooh, do they like me, or ooh, do they not like me, or why are they doing this, or why are they doing that? Is that a toxic trait? Is that not a toxic trait? I was talking to one of my girlfriends today about how fucking traumatized I am from a relationship that happened a few years ago. I cannot tell you the emotional toll this person took on me. It blows my mind. And now the way that I think is just so fucked up. So fucked. I literally second guess everything that every man tells me now because of the shit I went through, which is just nuts. Sad. I pray that nobody ever has to go through that kind of shit again. So when we talk about it, when we say, what does choosing yourself actually look like? And choosing yourself, the thing that stands out the most when someone asks me, what does it look like to choose yourself? What does it look like to do the thing that you're doing or that you're preaching? And it is filling my cup, going out and doing the things that I love to do, making time to ride my motorcycle as often as I can. After she goes down to sleep, I go sit outside, or I sit on my bed by myself in complete silence because that's what feels good. Or I make sure I get up a little bit early and I make coffee every morning. That's the type of things that makes you feel you're choosing yourself and you're doing the things to make sure that your cup is getting filled. I had gone to a mom's group, and this quote has stuck with me. It's not even a quote, it's just something that one of the moms said, has stuck with me ever since. And she said, I wonder what kind of mom my mom would have been if she would have taken some time for herself before she took care of us. Let that sink in. What kind of mom could my mom have been if she would have taken some time for herself? So honestly, sometimes rock bottom does not destroy you. Sometimes it just reintroduces you to yourself and who you're supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, if we don't have darkness, you won't have any contrast with the light. And that is something that we need to lean on, and that's something that we need to focus to, is just making sure that, and remembering that contrast is everything. So if you don't have something bad to compare the good to, would you even know it's good? Or would you just take it for granted? Because I think that's like the biggest message here is like, don't take things for granted when things are good. And if you do, you're going to get humbled and you will never take those things for granted again. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. Just keep showing up, keep filling your cup, and keep living your raw truth.